Or what up, y'all? Got a record here. I don't know what you would even call it. I guess this is like prog rock. It's got a weird cover, so we'll call it prog rock for the sake of this video.
Sunshine, little bit of sunshine, offering his candle for all who wish to light their own.
It's pretty dope, though. That part right there, that's like, when I heard that, I was like, man, this is the part right here that's got to be the feature of it. So right here, I'm going through and I'm, just chopping up stuff, trying to figure out something that I like. And I like that little vocal part. I didn't want to use the vocal part too much, but it had to be in there. This building, I mean, this is the coldest part in the whole sample, I think. And those like arpeggiated flutes, like that's so cold. Skipping forward in time a little bit, there is these cool like Rhodes parts in there too that I wanted to use. And I did pitch stuff down a little bit, and you can hear just like all the chops that I had. I didn't use all these. But got the dope ones. And this is a really slow tempo beat. This is the slowest tempo beat that I've done in a really long time. And for the drums, I kind of kept them a little simple. I use like some 808 drums. Or like one of those older like 80s drum machines. It's not exactly an 808, but like those rhythm machine type synths. They aren't great sounding drums by themselves, I don't think. I mean, but they definitely fit what I was going for. Like that snare is kind of ugly, I think. It just sounds a little ugly, but for the context of what this beat is, I think it works. Just trying to go out on a limb a little bit more. Took me forever to find the tempo and timing of this. Eventually got it locked in, but one of those ones where you just kind of have to go back to the drawing board and just figure out what the actual BPM is. I think it ended up being like 52, something crazy like that. I mean, that is just so out of the ordinary of the range where I'm usually am at. And even this isn't 100% correct yet, but skipping ahead, I skipped all the minutia of getting that right. In the computer, it's just easier to mess with levels. If you look on where's it at? There it is. That velocity was just super quiet, and it's just easier to go in to the PC and do it that way, fix it that way. My sample velocities are generally maxed out on every beat I do, for real. I should try to experiment more with that, but you get stuck in your ways once you get a process. Here I'm just going through for a second pattern. I wanted to use those roads, and here I'm just kind of trying to work through something that makes sense melodically. And I like those one flute parts, but they just seem like too much for this beat. I mean, this is a very laid back joint, and those just sounded a little bit too busy for me. So this pattern, I tried to keep it a little simple. And again, skipped ahead to where I actually got it, because it took me 10 minutes to figure out a pattern. And if you hear, I put a little bit of delay on that one sample. Nothing really too crazy, but I wanted something in there to like make it extend out a little further than what it was. I think it helps blend everything together a little bit. And this actually isn't the final pattern that I did. It sounded like it was getting a little repetitive to me, so I hear in a second I go back in and try to get it to where just it sounds a little bit more, got a little bit more variety in it, you know? Because I knew it was off. I mean, there was something, it just wasn't feeling right yet. And that sounds a whole lot better. In my opinion. You might have a different opinion, but that's the way it worked out for me. Yeah. I mean, that pretty well is it. I mean, it's a pretty simple joint, but I really dig how it turned out. Appreciate y'all watching and subscribing and all that stuff, man. I really do appreciate y'all. And if y'all got any questions, comments, concern, hit me up about them. Try to get back to them as soon as I can. So I will catch you all later. Peace.